this is kind of interesting. So Pro Football Focus says that the Panthers make the most sense. They have Sam Darnold. They drafted Matt Corral. When you look at Baker Mayfield compared to Sam Darnold, I mean, nobody is taking Sam Darnold over Baker Mayfield if you look at that. Now, the interesting thing is Baker Mayfield is not on the Panthers and has that contract number. But you look at those numbers, it's not even close.
No, far from it. And I mean, obviously, Baker over Darnold, that the Browns seem to at least made the right decision in that regard back in the 2018 draft when they picked Baker over Darnold. That decision worked out, but as far as, him being the answer quarterback, that's obviously no. And we saw, about a week ago that obviously there were rumblings that the Browns and Panthers were working on the deal, and maybe the Matt Corral pick, threw a wrench in that possibility. But I mean, unless they're really trying to go for CJ Stroud or Bryce Young in this 2023 draft, if they're really kind of tanking for it, I don't see how you could feel comfortable with Sam Darnold and Matt Corral as your top two options. I mean, we know Matt Rule's kind of under pressure that he needs to win in order to really keep his job because, they just haven't been good. They haven't been good enough with him as the head coach. And David Tepper, the owner, has put a lot of pressure on those guys. He's been as vocal as anybody out there about wanting and needing a quarterback. So, I mean, in essence, it's fit. It makes sense. It just kind of comes down to, are the Browns going to lower their asking price? Are the Panthers going to become more comfortable with Baker Mayfield? Again, if he, comes out and says, I'm more than willing to compete for a starting job. If I have to be a backup, I'll be a backup, something like that. I don't know if there's a way to come out and say that, but I think those things would really help him getting moved along. And if he's going to go somewhere, maybe it is Carolina, because I mean, the thing is, until Mayfield either gets traded or cut, this connection between the Browns and the Panthers for Baker is just going to linger.